What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Ocular Max chops, or their version of an RID Ro-tor. I picked this up at TFcon Baltimore from Eddie at Toy Dojo. Thanks for him making these available. And this is a repaint of the Ocular Max Impetus, their version of Vortex. They have made some change. I think it's really just the chest is the main change. Obviously new colors, but they did retool the chest. I'll show you a little bit later when we bring in Vortex for comparison. But it does look really good. Got some yellow paint for the visor, orange paint for the face mask, orange and black paint here for this new chest piece, gray paint here, orange plastic, red plastic. The windows look really nice. We'll see that in vehicle mode more because they have a little gold outline. Here's the back. I do have his blades extended just because I think that's what the character calls for. But it really does look good in this color scheme. Let's go over the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so it gets up to there, down to there, side to side, and rotates around. Shoulders will go up to there, rotate around on a friction joint. Rotation at the bicep. You have a double joint elbow, gets you the full bend. You have a rotation at the wrist. You do have individually articulated fingers, but they're curled, so you can't really do any pointing with it anyway. And then the thumb here is on a ball joint, and you can rotate that forward. Same hands as before. For the waist, we have a waist rotation here. Ab crunch gets you way down. All of these have had really nice ab crunch on them. For the legs, you have hip skirts on the front, side, and back. While the legs kick up to there, back to there, out to the side on friction. This hinge is a drop-down hinge for transformation, so just make sure you have it outwards, like that. You can close this back up. Rotation at the thigh at a cut joint. Single jointed knee gets you 90 degrees. You have an ankle tilt here. It's a cutaway piece, which is unique. We don't see a lot of things like that, but it does work. You have ankle tilt, and you have a toe tilt forward. For his accessories, we get the same sidearm cannons here, just done in red plastic with black tips. Slightly different from the original, which was done in blue with black tips. And those will fit into here. That looks nice. And then he also gets his blaster, just done in red plastic. This will fit into his hand. Just kind of pegs into the back, and then you can hold that. That looks good. And that's really it for the accessories. And for quick comparison, there it is next to the original version of Vortex. And it looks pretty good, very similar, but there is a difference. I don't know if you noticed it yet, but the chest is molded differently, which I thought was cool. They always have changed something. On the first one, they changed something on the chest as well, and this one they did too. They didn't change the head this time. I believe the head is identical, so other than the colors, but the chest is different. So that's a nice change. Everything else, I believe, the guns, the backpack, the legs, everything else is the same. And I'll compare it in the helicopter mode too, but I believe it's the same in helicopter as well, because this ends up on the bottom. Or this ends up on, yeah, this ends up on the bottom, so you won't see that. And for a size comparison, there it is next to the Magic Square version of Optimus Prime and the Ocular Max Shift Lane, their version of Roll Bar, which goes with this guy. So we have two members, one leg, one arm. And I'm excited to see how this turns out. I mean, I saw the finished combiner at TFcon. It does look good, so I know what it looks like. But it's nice to have a combiner coming out of TFcon. All right, now let's get this guy transformed into the helicopter mode. Since it's the same transformation, I've done it twice on two different videos. We're going to get it transformed off camera. Be right back. All right, there's Chops in vehicle mode. And I can confirm it is the same transformation, same design as before, with the exception to this chest piece, which doesn't seem to affect transformation or anything. Got that nice orange. The wheel is red. I think that's because the chest is red, so that's a little weird. But other than that, I mean, it looks very, very good. Nice silver windows with gold outline on each window. Windshield wipers here. That is the same as the original. I'm just showing it. It shows much more clearly because it's silver. So all those windows look nice. Here's the bottom. The wheels, they painted this orange color on the outside, or this copper color. Matches the gold here on the outside of the window. A little symbol there for the RID team, which we also had one of those on roll bar, which we'll take a look at in a bit. It does roll on the wheels. You can spin the blade, and it spins nicely. Overall, a nice looking vehicle. We can install the gun here. And now that we have that on the front, we can take the gun, fold up the handle, peg that in, and you can have this on the front. For me personally, I think it looks kind of ugly. I don't really like having the gun on the front, but you can do that for storage purposes. I just think it's a little obtrusive, so I'd rather... Oh, and it looks like I can fold it without getting the stuff out. So I guess you can put it away. But yeah, there you go. And for comparison, there it is with the original version. And you can see the paint differences here. The silver really makes it stand out. I don't know what it is, but the silver windows definitely helps. This one had silver edges around the window. This one has gold. The gold definitely stands out. But yeah, I think I'm a fan of this coloration for this guy. Like I mentioned, only difference is that little chest piece on the bottom. Other than that, identical. And a good use of the mold, if I might add. And last but not least, there it is in the combined mode. And it does look nice. You got that yellow hand here. Nice articulation on that. Double jointed elbow. Gets you the full bend. And it does look good. I'm going to do final thoughts here just because I wanted to talk about the combiner aspect of this. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. I think it's really cool that they're finally giving us a Ruination combiner. I've seen other posts where it's called Baldigus. Now, they kind of used the names interchangeably throughout the toy lines over time. So you could call it either one, Baldigus or Ruination. There was a Ruination repaint that was all camo, but obviously this is not that one. So I think it's pretty cool that they're doing Ruination through exclusive releases in TFcon. It hasn't been done before, so it's kind of a neat idea. I think it is available other places after the convention. After a while, it's kind of an early release exclusive, but it is a neat idea. Since we haven't gotten a Ruination pretty much ever since the original toy, that's another really good reason for them to do this. And it's a relatively simple repaint. I do like that they're changing little bits and pieces, like this little chest piece right here. You know, that's a nice little change. It's not just exactly the same as their Bruticus. So that's cool. But that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Eddie from Toy Dojo for getting this to me at TFcon, and we'll see you next time.